Everyone, this is Ankur Buddhiraja, Assistant Professor at the BBA Department of JIMS Greater Noida. Today, in the lecture of Marketing Management, I shall be taking up the topic Understanding Marketing Environment. Before we talk about the definitions and formal concept of marketing environment, let us all agree to the fact that environment is inevitable, unavoidable surroundings to any business, any enterprise, irrespective of its functions and size. Therefore, environment can be defined as the aggregate or sum total of all the forces, elements and factors which affects the functioning of a business and the marketing department particularly. There is a give and take relationship, also called as the symbiotic relationship between business and environment, and the environmental factors have a significant bearing on decisions, actions and strategies of total business and marketing department also. Now we will move on to the nature of marketing environment. The first point is marketing environment is ever changing and dynamic. This is true. No one aspect or trend of environment continues forever. The only thing that remains forever is the changing nature of environment. The environmental trends, customers' tastes and preferences, the fashion and lifestyle changes occur and reoccur constantly. Therefore, marketing environment is ever changing, keeps on changing and is a dynamic process. Marketing environment is powerful. No one single firm can control the factors of marketing environment solely and independently. The marketing environment is so powerful that it can either construct or build a business or can completely destroy and destruct a business. Third, environment is multidimensional. This is very true because environment is composed of multiple and multidimensional elements and factors, and the total of those factors working together form the environment. Say for example, we have the political environment, the socio-cultural environment, the technological aspects, the customer and market related aspects, etc. Next point, marketing environment poses threats to and offers opportunities for the firm. It is the environment that opens up the doors of opportunities for any business, and it is the business and its intelligence as to how to grab those opportunities and enjoy long-term benefits. At the same time, environment poses a lot of threats in terms of competition, changes in government policies, changes in customer taste and preferences, etc. Last, environment is beyond the control of one single firm. In point number 2, I have already spoken about this point, that environment is so powerful that one single firm or micro level firm cannot control or affect the environment independently. Moving on, we have to study marketing environment and understand it. But why? There are certain reasons I have already mentioned here in the slide on the screen. The first one, marketing environmental analysis, scanning and understanding gives total and comprehensive knowledge about the dynamics of environmental factors. These can be variations in consumer tastes and preferences and changing marketing trends. In order to get pertinent and continuous flow of the right kind of information, the marketing manager has to study marketing environment. Second point, to get the first mover advantage by grabbing the untapped opportunities. By studying and understanding the marketing environment, the firm may enjoy the benefit of grabbing those untapped opportunities which are still lying, but no other business has initiated to tap it. And if the firm becomes the first one To tap these opportunities and take due advantage, it may enjoy the first mover advantage. Point number 3, to identify threats in form of competitors' moves, changes in government policies, changes in lifestyle and taste and preferences of the customers, etc. Identifying threats and gaining insights about these threats is only possible when marketing environment is studied properly and effectively. Point number 4, to get early warning signals beforehand. Very true. If we study constantly the marketing environment, we will have information about the changes and its dynamism. As a result, we will be able to enjoy the advantage of understanding beforehand what is going to happen in future, and therefore we will be able to strategize properly. And the last point, we have to strategize effectively. Every manager has the responsibility of laying down the right kind of strategies for the right time and right aspects of business. By gaining knowledge about environment and having comprehensive exhaustive knowledge about marketing environment, the marketing managers will be able to lay down effective strategies by learning from existing market trends. Moving on. Now we will talk about the factors of marketing environment. These factors can also be known as the aspects, the trends, and the micro and macro level factors of environment or constituting environment. If you can see in the picture or the diagram given on the slide, we have divided environment into two parts, the micro level environment and the macro level environment. Company is surrounded with both of them. But now we have to understand the difference between the micro and the macro environment. The micro environment is the immediate environment of a company which interacts with the company very often, almost as a routine. The interaction of the company with its micro environmental factors is as routine as its own functions. This environment consists of the competitors, the customers, the suppliers, the intermediaries and the publics. On the other hand, the macro environment is the indirect environment or the remote environment surrounding any business. These are all those factors which are very powerful, but their impact is usually indirect in nature. The company or the firm or the marketing department need not interact with these factors on an often basis. These include political, economic, socio-cultural, technological, natural factors. Now we will take up all these factors one by one. We will talk about the microenvironmental factors. As already explained, these are the factors or forces which lie in the immediate environment affecting the company's marketing activities frequently on a routine basis. They usually have a direct interaction with the business and therefore a direct impact on its functionalities. The first microenvironmental factor is customers. We have to almost every day have to understand as a business what our customers want, what are their changes in taste and preferences, and how do they respond to my products and services and advertisement on a daily basis. Understanding customers and their tastes and preferences will be very important for understanding how I have to function as a marketing department and lay down my marketing strategies. Point number 2 or element number 2 in microenvironment is suppliers. Suppliers are those individuals or agencies or businesses from whom we have to procure raw material, which is very important for functioning of enterprises, especially the manufacturing ones. Now, why we have to understand the suppliers' behavior and policies? It is for the simple reason that suppliers can control elements like quality of raw material, their delivery, their cost, reliability, services like warranty, the payment terms, etc., which are very, very important for a running business. All these points, if are in favor of a business, can help the business survive for long. But if any of these elements start disturbing a business, the business may have a lot of problems. Therefore, suppliers' decisions can directly affect company's production process and the output, which is the final products, and therefore indirectly impact its competitive position and image. The next point is marketing intermediaries. Now, intermediaries are the middlemen who actually supply their services for distribution of the commodities of a firm. The policies, attitude and actions of the middlemen or intermediaries have a lot of influence on the distribution of firm's commodity. Next, competitors. The moves and the actions and strategies of competitors tend to directly and indirectly affect the marketing functions of a firm. So, these have to be dealt with and studied carefully. Moving on to the macro environmental factors. These are the factors which are largely beyond the control of a single firm. They are very powerful and usually have indirect impact on the functioning of the business. They usually do not interact with the business on an often or routine basis. The first set of macro environmental factors involve political and legal factors, which provide the legal framework within which the business needs to function. The political legal environment particularly consists of the factors like political organizations, the ruling party and its rules and regulations and policy, political stability, the government intervention in business, etc. All of these now and then keep on affecting the business functioning and decisions. Next is the economic factor. The economic factors usually influence consumer buying power, spending patterns, and therefore a firm's marketing strategies. Especially the economic aspects of booms and recessions and other factors like inflation, productivity, shortages, etc. have a tremendous impact on income and price. This further affect the purchasing power and demand of customers. Hence, the marketing programs and strategies are framed according to the changes in the economic environment surrounding the business. Next is socio-cultural environment, usually consisting of factors like customs and beliefs, the cultural heritage, the caste structure, the cultural elements like religious beliefs, ceremonies, etc. These usually have an indirect but significant impact on the purchasing behavior of customers. Say for example, during festivals like Diwali, Eid or Holi, some specific commodities are demanded more as compared to the other months of the year. Next, technological environment. Technological changes and the rate of technological obsolescence are some aspects of technological environment to be kept in mind by the marketers. They have to constantly watch the changes in technology and the innovations happening so that they can also adapt to these changes successfully. The next point is ecological, physical or natural environment. The marketing managers of today need to really understand the availability of resources, the optimal use of these resources, and how to control environmental damage and respond to the issues related to environment. Moreover, the modern organizations and modern marketing managers are well educated and understand that they have to contribute to environmental sustainability by conserving resources, producing eco-friendly products, recycling of waste materials, and going for green marketing efforts. At the end of the lecture, I have to conclude by saying that the environment is a set of factors which is unavoidable for every business. No business can work in a watertight compartment, and it has to respond to the changes of the environment to survive successfully. In case it does not do that, it tends to decay and rot and soon becomes irrelevant. With this, I close my topic called Understanding Marketing Environment. Thank you.